Hey guys, want to show your support to the channel and get some awesome rewards at the same time? Then go check out my Patreon page where at whatever tier you choose that fits your budget, you'll get plenty of rewards such as updates and announcements on the regular, exclusive sneak peeks of my videos before they go up online, get yourself credited, and receive a special shout out at the end of my videos and more. Go to patreon.com/AckleyAttack44227TV to start pledging today. And don't forget to also check out and consider gifting me any items I have listed on my Amazon wishlist and even supporting me on my Streamlabs tipping page that'll also help support the channel directly. Links are in the description box below as well as on my link tree for you to check out. Thank you and enjoy today's video. Take care. Hey guys, like what we do on our channel and want to see more videos from us? Then not to worry about a thing. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as turning on the notification bell so that way you can see more of our videos coming up very soon. Thank you and enjoy today's video. Hey guys, this is AckleyAttack4427 here with another response/rant video for all of you guys, and yeah, I know, it looks like I'm doing another one as we speak, as if I haven't actually done another one of these for sure, but I guess it's after my previous response/rant video that I did, talking about my reaction to the teaser trailer for the live-action Moana remake, and trust me, I know I'm not looking forward to seeing it, but we'll see what comes up. Surprisingly enough, I decided to do another one of these as we speak because it actually does involve pretty much a certain sneak peek to a movie that's coming out next year that somehow got me interesting for sure, so yeah, I think it would pretty much get you the idea, of course, of that front. And just for a quick context as we speak, if you may recall, some time ago, this year's Game Awards has officially came and went not too long ago for sure, and well, I guess on top of course, giving out major awards and stuff to all the pretty much the people working on all sorts of video games for sure, like of course pretty much the people who develop the games to of course releasing them as we speak, to even the games themselves for sure. Yeah, usually every once in a while, the Game Awards would actually release all sorts of trailers and stuff for, of course, some games that they would actually release for sure, and yeah, I think pretty much of anything, I guess they need to do a little something since after E3 bit the dust for sure. But surprisingly enough, every once in a while, the Game Awards would often release some trailers and sneak peeks and stuff for some movies based around some video games for sure. That would really get us hooked on for sure, so sorry about that, so yeah, so why am I bringing it up, you may ask? Well, I've decided to bring it up for sure because, well, pretty much of anything, it would involve pretty much a certain movie based around pretty much a video game series that surprisingly enough did actually pretty much got up a special sneak peek not too long ago for sure, and boy, I've got a lot to say about this one, so yeah, and of course, pretty much of anything, pretty much from what I can gather, I think it would involve two things in particular. Maybe a sonic boom, or maybe even better yet, a Hadouken! So yeah, pretty much pretty much based on those two hints alone, I think it will get you the idea, of course, that front. So yeah, during this year's Game Awards that happened not too long ago, pretty much of anything, Paramount and Legendary Pictures have actually released a special sneak peek to, of course, the upcoming movie that we're going to be getting next year, based around one of the most well-known video game franchises of all time, Street Fighter. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm talking about here today, and boy, I've got a lot to say about this one for sure, so yeah, pretty much if anything, if you were to ask me about Street Fighter for sure, honestly, I never actually played pretty much the original game series back when they first came out for sure, because I was one of those people who very rarely actually played video games as a kid for sure, so I was not the right age around the time Street Fighter first came out for sure, So yeah, but I am fully aware of its existence by far, and of course I have seen people play the games for themselves, both old and new. Yeah, and I'm still amazed that it's still ongoing as we speak. And let's not forget to mention, I've seen plenty of Street Fighter cosplays at conventions that I've gone to past the present for sure. So yeah. I guess I'm pretty much of anything. I've got a lot of catching up to do, and I know I've not really delved into any video games during my time for sure, though I guess on several occasions I would actually play video games if I got some spare time. Yeah, pretty much of anything. I still know for the fact that Street Fighter is, of course, one of the many video game franchises that's still been going on even to this day, and of course, is the one game series that you think of if you actually list some great games done by its developer and publisher, Capcom. So yeah. At least that's what I can say, of course, on that front for sure. So yeah, pretty much of anything, I am fully aware of course, Street Fighter for sure, and yeah, I'm still amazed that it's still ongoing for sure. So yeah, and of course, in regards to this upcoming movie that we're gonna be getting, honestly, I didn't really expect them to make a new movie based around Street Fighter for sure, and just for context from what I can gather, this was not the first time Street Fighter has been made into a movie, as it was done previously back in 1994 with, of course, Jean-Claude Van Damme and Raul Julia. So yeah, you heard right. Raul Julia is, of course, Raul Julia is, of course, in this one, playing, pretty much, and of course, the Street Fighter movie, back, in 1994, so yeah, playing the, iconic, M. Bison, for sure, so yeah, but needless to say, that said movie I actually mentioned, did give birth to, one certain, meme that we all know and love, for sure, and that being M. Bison, or any villain in particular wanting to, you guessed it, take over the world.
Of course!
God, I really do love that meme, for sure, So yeah, pretty much of anything, I did bring that up, hands down, because I know it's not the first time Street Fighter has been, adapted into a movie, for sure, and yeah, pretty much of anything, I know I didn't see, pretty much, since, I wasn't around, by the time it came out, for sure, but I am fully aware of its existence for sure, and for those who are wondering, don't worry, I'll probably take a look at that later on down the road if I actually got the time and can actually afford to get a really good copy of it for sure, so yeah. But that's something I need to bring up as we speak, just to really get things out of the way for sure, so yeah. But for while that being the case for the 1994 film, I think it makes sense for me to bring up pretty much of anything this new movie that we're going to be getting as we speak for sure. So yeah, pretty much of anything, I pretty much had no idea that pretty much they have actually took the time to work on a new Street Fighter movie for sure, but I'll be quite curious to see what they can actually whip up from what I can gather for sure, so yeah, and like I said, during this year's Game Awards, they actually did reveal an official sneak peek for it as we speak, as pretty much by the time this video goes live, hands down, and of course, my initial reaction to that sneak peek to the movie we're going to be getting for sure, honestly, to me, I think it actually looks pretty good, hands down. Yeah, I'm not even joking when I actually say for sure. I really do think the sneak peek that we actually got for the new Street Fighter movie that we're going to be getting actually does look really, really good, hands down. So yeah, pretty much, if anything, yeah, I think to best describe on why that is exactly, I can name several things from what I can gather. First off, if you actually looked at the sneak peek for yourself, you would definitely know that it actually does look and feel like the original game series that it's actually based on for sure, and you really do get the hang with, of course, what we're seeing right here, like, of course, all the characters that we're actually seeing by far, yeah, I think pretty much of anything, they actually do look and feel like pretty much their video game counterparts, hands down for sure. Like, I can really tell the people who actually worked on this movie really did their homework in actually understanding the look of the characters and the environment that for, of course, this movie to actually make it similar to the actual games for sure. And with what I'm seeing by far, I really do dig on what they've actually got for sure. And not to mention the fight scenes that, from what I've actually seen, are actually very nicely done for sure. Again, really playing out, of course, the fighting that goes on in the games for sure, to which that is one thing the Street Fighter games are actually well known for, hands down. On top of course, some really great fights that they actually showcase for sure. That alone is also mixed in pretty much if you actually play the games yourself, hands down. If we actually tie in pretty well with, of course, pretty much the physics and the motion of course, the characters, and even some really great gameplay and controls, hands down. So yeah, just by seeing all the fighting going on during this sneak peek for, of course, this movie, I'm really glad that they really showcased the hang quite well for sure. And yeah, pretty much, if anything, I can tell they're really delivering something really action-packed from what I can gather for sure to really sell the point in, of course, this movie actually pretty much telling you, hey, you want to see something that looks and feels like Street Fighter? Well, here you go. So yeah, pretty much, if anything, I do know from the look and the feel of course, pretty much this movie we're going to be getting by far, it looks like they're really, excuse me, so yeah, they're really delivering quite well, of course, the look and the feel of the Street Fighter games for sure, and I'm really do digging on what they're actually going for, hands down, to really try to make it all the more gripping and exciting for sure, and that's the one thing I really do love and admire, hands down. So yeah, and obviously enough, I can go on and on some other aspects from what I can gather, but pretty much of anything, those are, of course, what I could think of at the top of my head for sure. So yeah, but either way, with what I'm actually seeing by far, I really do think pretty much they really got a lot going for, hands down, to really give off the look and the feel of course, the games that they're based on for sure. And that's the one thing I really do love and admire about most of the recent video game adaptations that we've been getting in recent years for sure. So yeah, seems like since after the massive amount of crap that we've been getting for several years revolving around these video game-based movies, I'm really glad that since 2019 with the Detective Pikachu movie, yeah, studios are now actually having the understanding of course, doing a video game movie properly, hands down, something that would pretty much get us hooked on for a movie-going audience, but will also satisfy fans of the games by far. So yeah, it took a long time, don't get me wrong, but I'm really glad that we're now living in an age pretty much where movies based on video games can actually be pretty good for sure. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, we still have some that were kind of mixed at best, and of course some that are absolute crap for sure, including some abominations that I'm pretty sure we can all list at the top of our heads. Borderlands. But yeah, either way, I'm really glad to see that we're living in an age where movies based on video games are actually starting to get really good for sure. And yeah, pretty much, if anything, I really do think pretty much we are in a great step in the right direction for sure to really get us where we need to be for sure. So yeah. And plus, according to my research in regards to this movie that we're going to be getting by far, I'm actually really quite amazed for the fact that the director of course, this film, based on, of course, my research in his filmography for sure, actually previously did Twisted Metal some time ago. Well, the series actually, not the game, but the TV series Twisted Metal. And yeah, based on from what I can gather, yeah, I think if you were to ask me, I actually did hear good things about Twisted Metal for sure. I mean, yeah, from what I can gather, I do hear the first season was okay, but the second season actually turned out really great for sure. So yeah. Pretty much from what I can gather, I'm quite amazed that the director of Twisted Metal actually came in to direct this movie for sure, and I'm surprisingly intrigued, of course, what he has to throw into the table to really try to make this movie work. So yeah, but either way, I think from what I can gather, I do know when I talked to my girlfriend Casamelli about the sneak peek that we actually got for the new Street Fighter movie by far, she actually shared the same reaction in saying that she is really excited to actually see it once it actually comes out. And I say it's understandable from what I can gather because, yeah, from what I can recall by far, I really do think this movie actually has a lot of potential from what I can gather. And well, if you know my pretty much on my reaction and thoughts so far during this whole video, I think it would get you the idea, of course, that front. So yeah. But yeah, I guess either way, from what I've actually seen by far, I'm really looking forward to seeing on what the new Street Fighter movie will actually have providing for sure. And of course, the sneak peek that we actually got not too long ago really is quite nice from what I can gather, and it actually does look pretty good for sure. And like I said, it is actually delivering quite well and actually making it look and feel like the original video games for sure. And of course, with some really great fight scenes that they actually incorporated in for sure. I really do think they really have a lot going for hands down to really try to make this one work for sure. So yeah, but that's at least two of the aspects that we can actually pretty much say for the time being for sure. Now, in regards to some other aspects from what I could gather, like, of course, say, what could the story for this movie be like? Well, it's hard to say as we speak because, well, we just only got this sneak peek right now, so there's no telling, of course, what the movie is going to be like for sure. I mean, we do know it's going to be pretty much looking and feeling like the original games for sure. But as far as the story for an actual movie goes, that is, of course, undetermined as we speak, but we'll definitely know later on once the movie gets closer and closer to its release date for sure. Or I guess pretty much right up until then, hands down, we might actually get another trailer for, of course, this movie leading up to its release for sure. So yeah, but that's at least what I can say, of course, that front. So we'll definitely have to find out later on down the road for sure. But I guess until then, pretty much from what I can gather, it's not just the sneak peek that we actually got. They were also kind enough to release some really great character posters featuring almost all of the characters that we're going to be getting for, of course, this movie. And I gotta say, I really do love me some really great character posters for sure, and they look phenomenal hands down, so yeah. But either way, I guess pretty much of anything, I'm really looking forward to seeing on what the new Street Fighter movie will have providing for sure. Now, I guess the ultimate question is, will it be good, bad, or somewhere in between? Well, again, it's hard to say as we speak, but I really do think the best course of action by far, it would probably have to be waiting until pretty much the movie officially comes out and see what critics and audiences will think probably by the time it does come out for sure. So yeah, but that's at least what I can say, of course, on that front, hands down. So we can't actually pretty much judge too early as we speak. So we're gonna have to wait and see later on down the road for sure. But am I still really excited? And am I gonna go see it once it actually comes out? Hell yeah, I definitely would. So yeah, I think pretty much of anything. I know I'm yeah, even though I'm technically not pretty much a big Street Fighter fan, let alone pretty much played any of the games, but have been fully aware of course, its existence and why it's so well known. Sort of like pretty much Mortal Kombat in a way, to which is actually interesting to know because I'm still looking forward to the sequel to the 2021 movie we're going to be getting for sure. So yeah, but I still want to go into the new Street Fighter movie to see on what they're gonna have thrown into the table for sure. Because yeah, based on the sneak peek alone, I really do think it is actually gonna be something pretty good, and I do hope it'll actually give us something really exciting and interesting in a way that I really do think could actually be quite nice for sure. So yeah, but either way, I guess pretty much of anything, I'm really looking forward to seeing what it has provided for sure. And well, I think we still got a long ways to go right until it comes out for sure, because there is a whole lot of work being done to get this movie done. So yeah. So I guess if anything, as of this video right now for sure, probably by the time the sneak peek has gone up some time ago for sure, they have already wrapped up principal photography as of November last month, and currently as of now, this movie is currently under post-production as we speak, and is scheduled to come out right around, on of course, its release date being October the 16th of 2026, so yeah. I guess pretty much if anything, we pretty much got pretty much a long ways away right up until it actually comes out for sure. In fact, I dare even say about over 10 months for sure. So yeah, but I do hope pretty much of anything, I do hope it'll actually give us something really quite interesting for sure. And again, I do hope it'll actually be good for sure. I mean, I can't fully guarantee that from what I can gather, but we may never know for sure. So yeah, but trust me when I say, I know I'm definitely looking forward to seeing it once it actually comes out, and I do hope it'll give us something that will definitely make us worth the watch for sure, whether you're an average moviegoer or a diehard Street Fighter fan for sure. So yeah, but that's at least what I can say, of course, that front, and I guess on that thought alone, I think I might as well end this video here. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this latest video, and by all means, I want to ask all of you guys, what do you think of the sneak peek we got for the new Street Fighter movie, and are you excited to see it once it actually comes out? I would definitely love to know. So yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments down below, and share with me your reaction for sure. So yeah, but that's at least what I can say, of course, that front. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest video, and well, I guess now that I finally got that off my chest for sure, I still got a lot to do on my part to really pretty much get us where we need to be, especially right before Christmas for sure. So I'll be looking forward to seeing what's going to be thrown into the table, hands down, and I'll be really intrigued on what might come up for sure. So yeah, but I'll leave you guys to think long and hard on that. So I guess right up until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.
Special thanks to all of my supporters on Patreon for making today's video possible, including my top tier supporters for this month, VD. So if you want to be like these guys and show your support to us, then go to patreon.com/AckleyTackTV to pledge now, do so, and get some awesome rewards within your budget. Hey guys, this is SamAttack4427 here. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. Feel free to like, comment, and share if you enjoy what you're seeing. If you like what you see here and want to see more videos coming up, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and switch on the notification bell to get notifications and select all notifications to be notified for when we post a new video. And don't forget to switch on notifications on your phone as well. Also, don't forget to check out my second channel and our 2-member channel with Sam the Thomas Fan 1, SamAttack4427TheThomasFan1 Productions for plenty more content you can't find on here. You can check both of our channels out with the links or by our handles provided on screen. Feel free to shoot me an email with my email address provided, backley95@hotmail.com, if you want to ask me a question, want to collab with me for a project you've got in the works, or if you want to book me to be featured for a convention coming up. Follow me on my social media pages on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to keep up to date with me on updates, announcements, and new releases of my videos, as well as plenty of others I've got with my handles provided, as well as the links down in the description box below. Also, don't forget to follow me on TikTok for other videos I've got aside from the ones I've posted on YouTube, and on Twitch for any future live streams I've got coming up soon, as well as join our official Discord server to see what we've provided. If you wish to show your support to me, then feel free to check out my Patreon to get sneak peeks of my videos coming up before they go up online, as well as getting access to updates and playing more in addition to getting some awesome rewards within your budget. Also, don't forget to check out and show your support to me on my wishlist on Amazon, and even supporting me at streamlabs.com/AckleyTackTV/tip that you can find in the description box below, as well as on my Twitch page. And in case you can't find any of the links that are provided, then not to worry about a thing. All the links and stuff are also provided on my link tree that you can also find in the description box below, as well as a few selected number of my social media pages. Other than that, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll be sure to see you in the next video. Take care.